and welcome back to the Man's Kitchen. It's me, your host, James the Food Man, and today we're going to make a leek and potato soup. Alright, if you want to make a soup like that, then just watch the rest of this video. In the meantime, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a little comment below on how you like to make leek and potato soup, anything like that. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now, let's talk about the ingredients. I've got some leek in here, cut up. And I got everything ready last night. So I got some leek in here, ready to go. I got about a pound of bacon in here, diced up, ready to go. I have some cream in here, ready to go. I've got some potatoes in here I peeled and cubed last night, sitting in some water, also ready to go. And I have some flour, and I have some chicken stock on the stove behind me. And I will show you how to put this all together next. Alright, I have my pot on. I'm going to put just a little drop of oil in here before I put the bacon in. And my reasoning for this is, with the bacon being diced up, you're going to get some bacon fat hitting and melting. You're going to get some bacon meat sticking. So I like to have a little bit of oil around the bottom of the pot. Okay, so we're going to put the bacon in there. We've got a spoon. And we're just going to stir this on up. And we're going to start rendering down the fat and browning up the bacon. And I will get back to you once that is finished. Alright, now you can clearly see the bacon is not cooked all the way. It is still like soft, chewy bacon. It's not nice, crispy stuff yet. If I let that get crispy, when I throw the leeks in, the bacon's going to burn by the time the leeks fry off. So, we're going to put the leeks in now. Alright guys, now, you can see that the bacon is a lot more cooked. Not quite there, and the leeks are a lot more cooked, but not quite there. And I'm going to let you in on a trick that I learned in chef school, was to cook your roux with your onions. So that's what we used to do in school, was we'd put our fat in the pan with our onions, and we'd fry the onions up and add the flour. I just wanted to give everything here a bit of a head start, because I wanted to see how much bacon grease I was going to get out of here. And although I have a light coating on the bottom of the pan, I don't quite have enough to make my roux with. So, I'm just going to use a neutral oil here instead of butter. And I'm not quite going to go with a 1/4 cup of oil because I do have some fat at the bottom of the pan. But I am going to use a 1/4 cup of flour. Just grab that. Okay, we'll drop that in. And since this is going to be a cream soup, we're going to want to use a white roux. So that means that we're going to cook this roux mixture here, roux, bacon, and onions, for only 2 to 3 minutes. It is exactly 3:42 right now, so I should get back to you at 3:45. And I just have to keep this stirred up so nothing really burns to the bottom. I am getting some bacon sticking here. So I can put a little bit of stock in there when I'm done cooking the roux to deglaze that and scrape it all up first before I put all the stock in. And I don't need to be on a power boil. I did have this cranked up all the way to get the bacon to go a little faster. I can set it down to low now, and I can just stir this for another 2 minutes, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, it's been 3 minutes. So now, this is why we had our stock getting hot. You can add, it's easier to add hot stock to hot roux. So we're just going to put a little bit in there first, so we can deglaze and we can clean up all that stuck bacon goodness to the bottom of our pot. Okay? You can see that it's mostly coming clean now. So we're going to add the rest of this. Okay, perfect. We're going to put this back to a full boil. And we're going to add our potatoes. Boom, potatoes in. Give this a stir. We got it set to power boil. We're going to grab a lid. We're going to bring this to a boil. We're going to put it to a simmer, and it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20, to soften those potatoes. And I'll get back to you then. Okay, everybody, it's been about 20 minutes, and the potatoes are beautifully tender. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a little taste of the broth. You can really taste that bacon. So I'm only using 10% cream because I try to stay, I don't really think it matters that much, but a little health consciousness here. I'm putting it in just enough to tint the color, so I'm probably staying under about half a cup. Now, if you wanted to use 35% cream, cream soups are supposed to be the consistency of 35% cream. So you wouldn't thin it down by using 35. Using anything less, you do thin it down a bit. I'm using pepper, not white pepper because I don't have any, but you should use white pepper in a cream soup, I guess. We're going to put in a generous, there we go, some little salt. And now, what I like to do is I use my right hand spoon to pour into my left hand spoon. The left hand spoon is the spoon that hits my mouth. The right hand spoon is the spoon that goes into the soup. Oh, that has so much bacon flavor, so much of the leek flavor. The potato is in there. I know the potato is there. Everything is so tasty. This is a nice, quick and easy. Made it in under half an hour. Way to get rid of some potatoes if you have them, or if you just like making your own soups. Right here. We'll see you next week on The Man's Kitchen. Oh, and one more thing, guys. Don't boil it after you add the cream. That's a good way to split it.